I just wanted to say, I have. It's not easy to say this. Um, I've just come back from home. I came home. I went back home on Thursday, and I've taken 4 tests. And the first 2 tests came out negative, and I'm feeling great. Third test I took came in conclusive. The fourth test has ruined my day. I have COVID. Everything I've been through, the falling out with some friends, the shitty vacation I had, the cold, not being able to hang out at my friend's place, can't leave my room for 10 days, and me, of all people, I have COVID. And no, because I've had my shots, it's not 100% to the point I could die. But I'm the number 5. I'm the 5th person. So far, the people I've had have had COVID though. I remember the first person that had it. She had to be on a stretcher in the hospital, and she was gone for almost a few days. And then, even though she had it, they thought it'd be smart to bring her back after a week of her being gone and just put her in a room. And then to come back after my trip and learn, well, 5 including me, that 4 people, including myself, have COVID. So we have to be isolated for 10 days. And I'm telling you, Danielle's loving it. She's loving every minute of this. She loves every minute of me being miserable. She absolutely fucking loves it. I can't stand there anymore. The love I have for the love I had for my friend Danielle is gone. She's been so selfish, only caring about herself. We did exactly as she wanted us to do. We went through every single hoop for her, and she stabbed me in the back yet again. This is coming from another person that says, I hate these tests. This is coming from a person that rallies at the troops and says, if you don't want to take the test again, you shouldn't be forced to. To going, oh yeah, I'll take the test. Sure, if it makes safety and everything. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Weren't you a while back saying, when I took you, do you remember when I took you down to the park after they made you unhappy? Weren't you the one pissed off saying that you shouldn't have to take the test if you don't want to? Now you're kissing their ass saying, oh, it'd be a lot safer if we all took the testing in. Why the fuck did you have to tell me that when I came back in? I told you it was nothing but a common cold. I told you specifically it's nothing but a common cold. It should be gone in a few days. You jumped on the bandwagon saying, it's none of my business, but I think you should take a test again, just be on the safe side. Excuse me. This is coming from the person that purposely ran her head in front of the stupid thing outside a dozen times just to prove a point. I have been with you every step of the way, Danielle. I have been there every time you needed me. But every time I needed you, you turn the other cheek and go, fuck you. You don't say it, but you might as well have. Where were you when Serena left me? Nowhere to be found. Where were you when Sophie left me? Huh? Nowhere again. Where were you that when Amina stopped being my friend? And granted, the one person that we don't want here is still here. Uh, uh. Let me ask you this one question. When you came back in Blackpool, who was the first one to see you? Oh, that's right. It wasn't Gavin, was it? Because he was too busy on his goddamn phone to give a shit. I hugged you the minute you came back. I gave you my pity and I hugged you the minute you came back because your so-called boyfriend Gavin was too busy on his phone to give a flying fuck about you. And for some reason, your other best friend that you love so much, he was too busy keeping a distance from you to hug you. I was the first one in line to feel anything for you, and you stabbed me in the back every single time, and you've always made it about you. That's how selfish you are. You say, oh, I'm not selfish, I care about everyone here. So why is it when Jason offered me the room, you had to jump on the bandwagon to try and take it from me? Then you actually convinced me that you and him should have the room so he can see you. But you didn't think about me and Reese at that time. Oh, well, you'll just have to wait for the room to open available at the time. Ah, so that's your answer for everything. You forget that he offered me the room. He came to my door. No, I answered the door and he talked to me personally saying, do you want the room? The room is available. I'm moving out soon. It's yours. And you should have seen the smile on your face thinking, ah, okay. He's offering Scott the room. I'll take the room from him and I'll try and persuade Gavin to take the room. Even though he doesn't want the room, I will not stop like a mother with her son saying, go on, take it. Go on, Gavin, take it. Take it. Can you not see how manipulative you are? You're forcing someone like Gavin, who at the time didn't want to take the room, but you're forcing and poking and prodding and begging and pleading to Gavin, like the Emperor from Star Wars, for Gavin to take the room. And he clearly didn't want the room. It was only after you finally mentally broke him that he wanted the room. Now, unfortunately, at the time Jason offered me the room because he was supposed to be going, before the trip, mind you, I turned it down. I said, no, it's too much hassle. It's too much work. I don't really want to move my stuff from downstairs to upstairs. And I thought, well, maybe I can be with Race. But then I thought to myself, you know what? I don't want to really bust my ass off. The minute I dropped that ball, like a buzzard, waiting for the carcass to drop, and me being the carcass and her being the buzzer, by the way, waiting for the carcass to drop, she thought, oh, I'm going to take this now. Danielle has been so selfish. She's doing anything to climb her way up the top of a ladder. She's doing anything to get her way to the top. And I do mean anything. And she says she's not like rest back. Yeah, okay. Let's go back a few days after the trip. Jason, her friend, who she called on the phone a few days later after he had a heart attack, we were told, I was at the back, we were told not to get off the coast. Sorry, nose. We were told specifically when Jason was having a heart attack that day not to get off the coach until Jason got off first. Twice, Danielle didn't listen. The first time, all right, they were in the wrong. They shouldn't have said it like that. I agree with Danielle. The second time, the minute the bus stopped, instead of trying to help him off, knowing the guy had a bad hair, she got off immediately. And what did she leave Jason? To the fucking sidelines. I'm sorry for cursing, but she did. Now, in a plane for a view, right? If a friend of yours is having a heart attack and you're told specifically not to get off the bus and help him off, tell me, why did you get off the bus first and leave Jason behind? Yeah, sure, you talked to him when he was in hospital, but you couldn't even be asked to talk to him the minute you got off the bus to see if he was okay. You had to make it all about you. And if Gavin's such a good friend, why didn't he go see Jason the minute he got off the bus? Why was it only me that was worried about Jason at the time? Sure, I don't have his phone number. I don't need it. And sure, I'm not as close as Jason as you are. But the first person I thought about the minute I got off the bus, after I had already hugged you, my concerns were for Jason, because I knew he just had a heart attack. You explained it to me, yes, sure, I knew that. But that's not the point. You made that day all about you, and like an asshole, I felt sorry for you. Well, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to feel sorry for you anymore, because you always do this little fucking thing where you back talk and go, I don't want to follow the rules, but I want them to follow the rules. So you, Danielle, are very, very two-faced. I've noticed that about you. I've picked up. He can't see it because he's in denial. You're using that a little bit, that little thing, but he knows that he'll believe me because I know he's in denial, and he is. He can't admit he's in denial because he's an idiot. But here's the thing, I'm not stupid. So 1 minute, let me get this straight. 4 months ago, when you were told to take another COVID test, at that time, you refused. I took mine. I came out negative. And then I got you a drink. I bought you something with my own money, and I took you to the park because I felt sorry for you. Flash forward to the here and now. You approached me, and instead of saying, how are you, you demand, like the law, that I should have another test. There's no feeling in that cold stone heart of yours that says, he came back, he's not well. The least thing I can do is, help him with his stuff and make sure he's okay. Oh, what's this? You want to fight with the law? You don't want to fight against the law? You want to fight with the law now, saying I should have my test? I had 2 tests since I've been back. 2. This is coming from a person that hates the rules in this place. And you even say yourself, if it was my way, this is how it would be done. But all of a sudden, you hide and you cower behind closed doors saying, maybe I should listen to them now. I wonder how that works. How's that working for you? I am never going to pity you again after the way I've seen it. And then you tell me, maybe you should ask for help. No, I'm not going to ask for your help. Because your help is stabbing me in the back. No. If you see a person struggling to bring his stuff in, it should be automatically thinking, maybe I'll stop by whining and complaining like a little bitch, and I'll go help him out. Because every time you see me struggle to bring my stuff in, you will never help me out. And your excuse is, you should ask. No, it's common courtesy to say, I help all these old people at this place. I should help this person. It's called a pedestrian in need. And you saw me struggling to bring my stuff in, and you see me do it many, many times before, and you've never helped me, not once. If the shoe was on the other foot, Danielle, I would have helped you every single time you've needed me. And believe it or not, that call to them from us is over. That's the last thing I do for you. I'm not doing anything else for you. Nothing. You're not gonna get any pity of me. For the next time Jason asks me to take the room, don't get involved. I'm putting my foot down right now. The next time Jason gives me the room, if he's going or not, do not get involved. Because I'm gonna put you in a place. Just as you did to me twice. No, 4 times. So, here's the deal. You leave me alone, I leave you alone, and we'll go on our separate ways. Because you have stabbed me in the back every single time. You weren't there for me when Sophie left. You weren't there for me when Samina left. You weren't there when Amina broke me in two. I've been for you every single time, but Danielle, I'm done with you. I washed my hands with you completely. Because 1 minute you're on their side, and the next minute you're on mine. Whose side are you gonna have, Danielle? Mine or theirs? Because I didn't have that side when you needed me. I had yours.